Happening now, lawyers are some of the top paid professionals in any city across the U.S., but Baltimore and the state of Maryland, they're paying their attorneys some of the top salaries in our country. In fact, joining us live this morning to weigh in, investigative journalist with OpenTheBooks.com, Jeremy Portnoy. And good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Tom.
Okay, lawyers, you hear that, and they go back and forth. You're thinking, okay, that makes sense. It's a city. But when you compare it with other neighboring jurisdictions, which are much larger than Baltimore City, why are the lawyers in Baltimore City getting paid unbelievably high fees, and how much are they?
Baltimore's legal team, they're there to represent the mayor and city council. But the city solicitor, Ebony Thompson, she's making $258,000 as of last year. That was a $70,000 raise over her predecessor. Then you've got 69 other people on the team making six figures. So corporate lawyers, liability lawyers. That's also a big jump. A couple of years ago, we only had 46 people making that much. Now we're up to 69 in the 100,000 range.
Now, you know that these lawyers are representing a huge, I guess, a large group of employees across the city, and there's been a lot of controversial stories going back, obviously going back to Freddie Gray and moving forward there and the payouts that have happened. So we see that, we've been hit with, was it malware that was hit? There's been a whole lot, a litany of stories that come out. It seems like about every 3 to 4 months that legal team is busy, but how did they compare with other cities that face similar stories and similar lawsuits?
Yeah, they're busy, but that's the case in any major city, right? And if you look at Boston, Adam Cedarbaum, the head of their legal team, he only makes $186,000. Philadelphia, Renee Garcia only makes $175,000. Newark is paying $160,000, all a lot less than Ebony Thompson's making, and some of those cities have larger populations than Baltimore.
Is Ebony Thompson, is merit-based pay here, is she that good?
You always want to have a high enough salary to attract the best employee, right? But it's still a ton more than her predecessor was making. And this is a trend we've seen all over the Baltimore payroll, not just in the legal team. Salaries increasing at a higher rate than we're seeing in some similar sized cities.
The city is also talking about how funds are drying out. We're talking about different taxes, not only statewide, but across in Baltimore City, too. And you start seeing Baltimore Sun just talking about an EMT employee is the highest paid in the city last year in that regard. So you're looking at all these different things. You're saying, why are taxpayers paying this much? And what can we do to make it change?
Yeah, that's what happens when you have these unchecked overtime payments, adding $250,000, $200,000 to each employee's salary. We see that in a lot of big cities where, police officers, EMT workers, firefighters are usually the top 10 paid, and usually the very highest paid in the city, more than the mayor, more than city council, and it just adds up into a crazy expense.
Jeremy Portnoy, thank you very much with OpenTheBooks.com. Just shedding some light on it, not saying anything, just saying, hey, look at some of the highest paid compared to across the country. We appreciate you putting that spotlight on it.
Of course. I'll see you next week, Tom.
Sounds good. We'll see you.